That a movie guy? Okay.
After almost 3 hours on a train, a man who snag cigarettes and a guy playing a harmonica right by me, I just want to say thank you. I tried to sleep and I couldn't sleep, but we are here in London, well, East Putney, well, Wandsworth. I'm a cheapskate, saying that Premier Inn. It's quite a nice one though. I got a family room for myself, which is exciting. So because of delays and everything else, unfortunately I did not get to see A Fantastic Woman today, so that is very sad, but I did get my press pass, which is exciting. The picture is awful of me. I took it when I was like awake about 6 in the morning. If you haven't seen it yet, it's on social media. So anyway, this afternoon, well, afternoon, we are going to go see 120 Beats Per Minute, a film that eluded me at Cannes Film Festival, just like most of the bigger films as well, which are obviously playing at London. So I'm excited about this. So we are just gonna go walk around, we're gonna go see stuff. It takes like half an hour to get there, so yeah, I think it'll be a bit of a wee montage of me like traveling, I guess.
Lift going down.
Okay, it's been a very long day. I saw one film and I'm pretty happy with that because just getting here was more than a hassle at some points. I'm staying in zone 3, which is like not far, but it's like half an hour on the tube, but there's a lot of connections and stuff that need doing. But I went to the Embankment Gardens cinema, which is a pop-up cinema that they have, and yeah, it was it was pretty cool. I did something similar at King's Cross in December when I went to see Lazarus. It's like a pop-up theatre that is just installed there now, but the BFI installed the Embankment Garden, which is pretty cool. I like it a lot. 120 beats per minute, obviously the review, you'll have seen it by now, so I hope you enjoyed my views on that. Still, for me, I do find it, it's a strong film, but I don't know if I'd ever watch it again. I respect it a lot. Definitely, I respect it a lot. Obviously, tomorrow is very exciting. We have Film Stars Don't Die in Liverpool, which is my first press screening of the day. Then I get to see Guillermo del Toro's The Shape of Water. Then Angels Wear White, which is another press screening I'll be attending. And then straight after, well, not actually straight after, at 9 o'clock at night, Thoroughbreds, which I've only recently been learning about. I'm very, very, very excited to see it. So this is day one over. Not much content, but traveling is boring, and I don't really want to give you a travel, like trains and metros and stuff. So also shout out to the guy that when I was standing on the tube, I had my pass, and this guy looked at my website, and yeah, I saw in the reflection that he was reading it. So thank you, and I hope you enjoyed it. So yeah, day one over, guys. Day two is full of movie goodness. No David Fincher today. It's very sad. But the fact that I'm in the same city as David Fincher makes me kind of happy. Finally made it to my first press screening this morning. It was Some Stars Don't Die in Liverpool. It's directed by Paul McGuigan, who made Lucky Number 11, which is one of my favourite action type of movies with Josh Hartnett. But regardless, this is a very different kind of movie. It's based on Peter Turner's story about him being in love with Gloria Graham, who obviously was a famous actress back in the day, more of the harlot of the films. And it stars Annette Bening, Julie Walters, and Jamie Bell. All in all, it was a much funnier film than I expected. I didn't think it was going to be that, funny. Stephen Graham with a wig made me laugh the first time I saw him. Proper, very scousy kind of look. The aesthetic of the film, I do like the natural lighting that McGuigan gave throughout the film, which was very interesting. It gave it a little bit more perspective, but in general, Annette Bening was very good in this film. And, you know, is this, you know, an award contender? I can say Golden Globe wise, I can see it being very successful in that aspect. Annette Bening does a very, very good job here. I have only seen maybe 1 or 2 Gloria Graham movies, but I really did like her in this a lot. You know, she plays an actress very well. You know, she's very vain. She cares about her image. I just really liked her in it. Jamie Bell, very good as well. The Scouse accent's a bit dodgy sometimes, but you kind of expect it from a non-Scouse. But as an actor, I guess it's gonna happen to you. Julie Walters really steals every bloody scene she's in. She does the same in every bloody film, and I really love her for that. My main issue is just the third act. The third act just crumbles a bit too much for me. You know, you're going back and you go between 2 storylines where you find out she's ill, and I just really didn't enjoy that aspect of it. It was just a bit meh. It could have been a lot shorter because of that, but there we go. I did like the transition shots from the present to the past and how they built up their relationship. I thought that was very interesting, very good. So yeah, film stars in Liverpool. It'll have a nationwide release, no doubt. I can see this as a Golden Globe contender, not a Academy contender, but you know, a very nice way to start the day. Obviously next I'm going back into Odeon Leicester Square because I have a ticket for Guillermo del Toro's The Shape of Water, which I am elated that I'm going to watch. So there we go guys, first review of the day, and then let's continue the journey. So we've just come out of Shape of Water. What an amazing film. Obviously this is part of the vlog, so you'll see the actual review before you see this, so everything will be below if you want to see it. But something amazing happened while I was there. I have actually got a ticket to see the Guillermo del Toro talk right now, so I've gone straight from the del Toro film to the talk, so I've had to come over to BFI at South Bank. I am so excited for this. I missed David Fincher yesterday, but one of my other ultimate masters of current cinema is here, and I am going to spend a good hour with this guy, so oh my god, this is exciting.
You mustn't touch them. The feedback is very weird. So it's an amazing film, and we will get to that in due course. But first of all, I want to talk to you about monsters. Because you love monsters. You've said monsters are real for me, monsters are a religion to me. And you found companionship in sort of monsters. So can we just sort of start there? And obviously lots of your films contain monsters. So why and what do you mean by them being a religion? Because you talk about the creature as the Holy Spirit.
It's true. I mean, I was a very lonely child, you know. I was very strange. And when I was a kid from the crib, I saw my brother and I stayed late and watched a program called The Outer Limits, and we shouldn't have stayed late, and it was an episode called The Mutant with Warren Oates.
You were 2 at the time.
It's a house where we lived from when I was a baby to age 4, and I was sleeping on the crib, so around 2. And he appears with giant eyes and a bald head, and I started screaming and I couldn't stop. And my brother was a bit of an asshole. Grabbed me and put me in the crib and zipped me up, zip it closed, and then he had the great idea to, in a magic shop they used to sell these rubber eggs as a joke, and he put the eggs and he put a stocking on his head, so he looked bald and with giant eyes, and he peeked into the crib, and I peed all over the and I was so scared. And then, from then on, I started having lucid nightmares, which meant I would wake up and dream that I was waking up in the crib, but everything was alive in the room. There would be things in the closet. My parents had this green shaggy rug, and it was a sea of fingers waiting for me to go to the bathroom. So I peed in the crib again. And my mother got really angry at me, and so one night, this is completely true, I got up into the crib and I said to the monsters in the room, if you let me go to the bathroom, I'll be your friend forever. I got complete head to toe. And the reason the ghost is red, the color red is used only for sin, regret, and the past. in the movie, and they're all linked by the color red. America was color-coded in gold, and the old world is color-coded in cyans and greens, and sort of aquamarines and all that. It's a very cold, and then little details that you don't see, but they're there. The chair where she's sitting, we established it in the first act, and then that chair is 3 times bigger than the first time you saw it, so she looks tiny. And if you see it again, the teacup is fucking size. But with the angle of the lens, you don't notice until it's in her hands, and then she looks like a kid with a giant teacup, and those are little storytelling devices that are invisible, but they serve to work a little bit into the visuals being more than just beautiful. The hallway is shaped like a human shape with shoulders and head. So even when the corridor is empty, it looks like somebody's there. The wallpaper is shaped like moths. The entire movie is the motif of moths and butterflies, etc., etc., etc. I just try to layer the storytelling with the visual cues and not make it just beautiful but idealized.
I read somewhere that Sergio Lopez is in Pan's Labyrinth. You made him wear shoes and gloves that made him creak.
Yeah, when he moves, I try to define the characters by sound if I can. Like Lucille is her keys, you hear ch-ch-ch, and silk when she moves. And Sergi, I gave him this super tight gloves and super tight boots, so that when he moved, he creaked, like make him really dry and rigid, so he would sound like he was very tense, and tight. And I think, you use all those resources. I think that it's nice to point them out in audio commentaries and all that because I believe that people that don't have the money for film school, that cannot do it, live very far, whatever, audio commentaries for a long time, they were a substitute. I used to listen to laser discs and listen to the audio commentary, and it was like a film school, and it was great, and I tried to do it. The first movie where I refused to do it is Shape of Water. Because I thought, it's the first movie where I'm 100% happy. First time in my life. And I said, either the movie works or it doesn't. I'm not going to tell anyone why it should work. And I think that is, for me, very important. Is the movie breathes. I think that there's a lot of what I did, the first 9 movies I made, were permeated by a sense of loss and a sadness and a nostalgia. And The Shape of Water is the first movie that I do that is hungry for life, and it's life affirming. And I go back to the comedy that I did a little bit on Chronos, more of a sense of humor. And it's almost like I spent 9 movies inhaling, and it's the first time I exhale.
I hope the clips that you did see, kind of show more about how Del Toro actually is. He's a very intricate man. He's a very intelligent. He's such a well-read man as well. Obviously, guys, when Shape of Water comes out next year in the UK, you really, really need to go check it out. Last night, though, I did go see Corey Findley's debut film called Thoroughbreds. Thoroughbreds is actually in main competition at the London Film Festival this year. For me, it was a very interesting film. It was like an upper class version of Daria. If you haven't seen Daria, then please go watch it. It has Anya Taylor-Joy, Olivia Cook, and Anton Yelchin in it. Basically, it's a story about 2 upper class girls who they try to rekindle a friendship after one of them actually mutilates and kills a horse. You basically find out she tried to euthanize her mother's horse, and she gets a bad rep, and they part ways, and it's their relationship moving forward in life. And eventually, with the help of their drug dealer Anton Yelchin, they try to kill Anya Taylor-Joy's stepfather. Yeah, it's pretty fucked up, but I really enjoyed it. It was very interesting from the moment that you see Olivia Cook with the horse and everything. you're just submerged into this like very fucked up kind of movie, and the music is so unnerving, it's so shining yet under the skin-esque, it just works so well in it. For me, the cast, Anna Taylor-Joy and Olivia Cooke, they were very good. Olivia Cooke did stand out a lot more for me. She was very unique, very different for me. Anna Taylor-Joy also, you know, she picked great movies, especially independent wise, and I thought that she really did excel in this film. And obviously it was very sad to see that that was Anton Yelchin's last film that will be released now. It's very, very sad. But he always picked great independent filmmakers to make movies with. You know, look at Jeremy Saulnier. He's very fortunate. Obviously, he made films with people like Jim Jarmusch and everyone. It's very sad that he has passed away, but his legacy is in making great independent filmmakers. And Corey Finley is definitely a filmmaker that you should keep an eye out. The film felt so claustrophobic, yet, you know, in such a mass, luscious mansion, you know, you felt very tight and contained, but, you know, the way that he distorts certain faces or images or objects is very, very interesting. You know, he's always trying to make you to watch, pay attention. The dialogue in his script was very intricate, especially the conversations between the two girls, especially on the couch. It was very good, very, very good. And definitely, I would, at the moment, from the competition films that I have seen, I would actually say that Thoroughbreds is a standout winner right now. Will it win? You never know. We'll find out, obviously, on the weekend. Kieran will be joining us today. So that's exciting, and we'll just carry on with everything, along with trying to dissect and think more about Killing of a Sacred Deer, because Yorgos, you crazy Greek bastard, you did it again. Kieran. So while we're going to pick up Kieran, I just thought we'd talk a little bit more about my general impressions of London Film Festival. It's kind of weird different to Cannes. Cannes was a lot more, I don't know, there was a lot more representation from the actual films. Obviously so far I've only just seen Guillermo del Toro. Q&A's not really been happening, and the press screening, the press junkets have not really happened either. There's a couple of afternoon teas tomorrow, which I will be going to talk to Joachim Trier, who made Thelma, which I'm very excited about. So in that aspect, it's not been amazing in that aspect, but at the same time, I can't really complain. I've not really paid for films. I have a press pass, so it's handy, but very different to Cannes, not as exclusive, which is great, because anyone that can go to any film really. There's always been empty seats as well. You know, they say they're sold out, but most of the time they're not. Like Del Toro yesterday was like 6-7 spare seats, which made me a bit sad really, and Fincher probably had a couple of spare seats as well, so I could have met the guy. But otherwise, it's been all in all so far. It's pretty good. I'm going to see Hong Sang-soo's new film this afternoon at South Bank, which is exciting. It'll be Kieran's first film at BFI, so yeah, it's all going well so far, but it's positive, very positive. Look who it is.
You're even.
How are you, Kill? So, we just come out of South Bank. We went to see Hong Sang-soo's On the Beach at Night Alone. Kieran had a good time. See, the thumb is there. This is my first ever Hong Sang-soo film. I have yet to delve into it. Kieran has been studying up a bit on him, watched a couple of his films. Very impromptuous kind of film director. You know, the camera's just there, a lot of zoom in, zoom outs, very static, but very interesting conversations between everyone. You know, the basic premise is of a Korean actress who's played by Kim Min-hee. If you don't know who Kim Min-hee is, Kieran wants to marry her. You want to marry her?
I guess so, yeah.
I guess so. He wants to marry her, but she's from The Handmaiden, which obviously, as you know, is one of the best films I've seen this year. She basically is an actress. She goes to live to Hamburg after a breakup from the director. That's all we know his name is, and it's her journey coming back from Germany back to South Korea. It's a very different kind of film. It's a lot of impromptu. A lot of dialogue is just, done on the spot. But what is interesting about Sang-soo is he just lets the film play as it is. There's a brief synopsis that the cast get and they just go for it. We've discussed that it's not really the best first Sang-soo movie you should watch because it is a difficult kind of watch. It was only 90 minutes long, but about 5 or 6 people walked out. 5 or 6 people walked out. So there was one very interesting 10 to 15 minute dinner scene which I thought was really nice. I really liked the conversation, and I just like the way that it just like snapped and erupted into interesting kissing and a lot of drunk talk, which drunk talk in this is very epic, very interesting, deep, thought-provoking drunk talk. Yeah? Yes. So
More than my drunk talk.
more than Kieran's drunk talk, because he walks away from every situation when it comes to tequila.
It's true.
It's true. So there we go. Only 2 movies today. I'm gonna have a night off. I'm gonna have my first hot meal in 3 days. I am so excited about this. I don't even know what I want right now, but it's freaking tea time. This is like a very poetic shot right now. So I've survived day 4. It's been a very busy one. We went to see Thelma this morning at the press screening. It's Joachim Trier's new film. Very good Danish supernatural drama. Very good. Obviously, you'll have seen the review by now. So if you haven't, it's down below. Check it out. And then rather than go and see the press screening of Downsizing, which I am really questioning to go to because a lot of people are panning it, I actually went to go see Yorgos Lanthimos' Killing of a Sacred Deer again, and I have to say, after just being able to relax and watch it without criticizing it, I enjoyed it a lot more. It is maybe still the best film, but I did go to the press screening for You Will Never Really Hear, Joaquin Phoenix and Lynn Ramsey's new film, and I have to tell you, I am amazed by it. It is one of the best 95-minute action thriller dramas you will ever witness in your life. So I'm having a quiet day today. I'm pretty tired. I'm just gonna relax tonight, finish my writing, finish my editing. I had some guy with a ball up behind me, which was fun. Downsizing is actually premiering here tonight, as long as Sean Baker's The Florida Project, which we will be going to see tomorrow, and we'll be going to see Suspiria tomorrow. Maybe Downsizing. I have yet to decide. The ticket's there, but do I go? I don't really know. I really should go just to see if it is actually that bad. Alexander Payne is not making great movies right now, so it's Friday the 13th. Maybe I didn't really want to jinx my camera that much, maybe, I don't really know, but today is a quiet day, so I hope you have enjoyed my reviews so far, and I will see you for the penultimate day tomorrow. We really did not want to go see Downsizing today because it's gonna suck tits, we think. There's no point spending 2 hours and 20 minutes watching Alexander Payne's probably worst movie of all. We've just come out of Sean Baker's The Florida Project. We saw it at Cannes. The review is on my channel. You should check it out. My retrospect to this, it is a lot better. It's an amazing film anyway, but it's even better on a giant, colourful screen. And the fish eyes, everything, it just pops out so much more. And you cannot question that this is probably one of the biggest Oscar contenders this year. It has to be one of the biggest films of the year. Seriously, I am not joking you. Willem Dafoe and Brooklyn Prince will get nominated for this film. That much, dude. I am not joking you. You have to go see this film. We will have Kieran's thoughts just after sold our tickets. 1 ticket has been sold so far. We want to sell one more, but there is a couple of clips for you guys to check out of the Q&A that Sean Baker, Maria Viante, Brooklyn Price Jr., the girl that played Chansey, and Willem Dafoe was at our goddamn talk. I cannot believe that Willem Dafoe came to the talk this morning. I was so elated to see this man. He's a lot taller than I thought, so here's a couple of clips for you guys while Kieran is still trying to sell tickets.
You can share with Kieran if you want. Oh, that whole thing.
Well, it's full of offices. Just chilling. I'm tired. So rather than going to the surprise film tonight at London Film Festival, I'm actually going to see Suspiria. It's the new 4K restoration by Dario Argento's classic. We're going to be going to Curzon Soho to watch it, which is exciting. Looking forward to seeing it before the madness ensues of brand new movie again tomorrow and various other things. But we're by the finance district right now. It's very businessy. The penultimate day is over. We went to see Suspiria. You like Suspiria? Suspiria was good. It was a very good 4K restoration. I watched it once in my house, but watching it in the cinema with the full impact of that Goblin soundtrack was just, yeah, it was a very, very worthy experience, and we're glad that we didn't go to the surprise screening because we don't like Greta Gerwig that much. And Lady Bird is not what we wanted to see. If James Franco and Seth Rogen were here, we would have run a mile. Would we run a mile?
We would have ran a mile and a half.
Mile and a half. I have to get up at like 6:45. It's now midnight. So I can watch 3 billboards tomorrow morning. Because the press screening's at 8:45 on a fucking Sunday. One thing I can say about London Film Festival is I wouldn't really book tickets before the festival ever again. Even though, you know, I had a pass, but I expected it as press and a paying customer. And in all, there's always been empty seats, and it's kind of weird, really, when you think about it. Like, there's so many empty seats for like these screenings, but I definitely would go more towards the box office next time, and then just get a ticket rather than just like rushing and buying any random ticket. Because like I regret getting that downsizing ticket now because it was just a waste of time. But definitely a lot more accessible than it was at Cannes. Definitely a lot more freedom for people to see actual good movies. So there you go. So we've reached the last day of the London Film Festival, the actual last day. I went to the press screening this morning of 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri, which obviously you've seen the review by now, but if you haven't, it was a lot funnier than I thought. Sam Rockwell was the outstanding performance there for me, very funny. I think McDonald's best film now by far. In Bruges was my favourite, but this one's even better. I just had such a good time. So if you haven't seen the review's below. I did go see You Were Never Really Here as well, and obviously you've seen that one too. But best film at the festival by far. Lynn Ramsey did turn up at the beginning. She was meant to do a Q&A, but she didn't do it. She didn't want it. I respected her for it. And then as I've just literally reached Embankment Garden because I really like the cinema, I finally got to meet Sean Baker face to face at FOP, which I was shaking a lot because if you don't know, obviously you should know by now, but Sean Baker is the director of the Florida Project. Generally a nice guy, had a hell of a stack of movies, but very interesting discussion with him. And again, if you are watching this show, I'm very sorry that I disturbed you on your day off, but thanks for talking to me, I really appreciate it. My general thoughts of London Film Festival: it is a great public festival that anyone can attend, and that's what I really liked about it. I enjoy the press aspect of it. Obviously, this is my first proper press run at a festival. The early mornings were gruesome, but at the same time I really enjoyed it. It was a great learning curve for me. The fact that I can, you know, write up like 3 or 4 reviews a day and upload videos and get content, and I'm pretty happy with it, and I feel like I pushed myself a lot. Obviously, I do hope that you guys enjoyed it, and obviously keep spreading the word of this channel, because I really do appreciate all your help. I am now just going to relax for a few hours before I head back to the mountains of Wales. But again, I hope you enjoyed this journey with me, and I'll see you at the next review. So diolch, danke, obrigado, merci. Adios amigos, muchachos, and I'll see you again like next week, probably. Yeah, bye.
Ok.